Hello, aloha, this is Ashtart, and this is a pick a card reading for Otherkin. You see the light from the window is really illuminating, so I'll just bring the cards up for you so you can see them more clearly as I read. So this is a pick a card reading for Otherkin. This is all people that identify as having magical or fantastic identities that is basically non-human in nature. This is for all you like angelics and demonics and therians and fairy and elves and vampires and just whatever you identify as. This is a pick a card reading for you, and I'll try to do these very regularly for the Otherkin community, and I will also be doing starseed pick a card readings as well. So if you have kind of crossover identities where you identify as both, or if you're watching this and you're not Otherkin but you identify more as a starseed, you can look forward to that in a few minutes. So I'm doing my Stone Circle Oracle cards, and then I have my Energy Oracle cards, and my citrine and rose quartzes that are helping us out today. And I prayed and shuffled over the cards quite a bit, especially these decks got a lot of shuffling. While I was shuffling, these three cards popped out of the deck, so let's go over these. So these three cards, we have the World, we have the Thinking Man, and we have adjacent possibilities. So just in general, for a lot of the readings I've been doing recently, the past couple of weeks, these kinds of cards have been coming up a lot for everybody. The adjacent possibilities cards and the indecision card, which is just having a lot of open options, which makes sense, right? If you're watching a reading from a psychic on YouTube, you're probably having a lot of options, having a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. You're not really sure where to proceed forward. So that message is coming through really strongly. Also 2 plus 4, 24 adds up to 6. And so that might be significant for some of you watching if you do numerology. What I'm getting really strongly from this card for everybody, regardless of which pick a deck we'll have in a minute, is that you are just kind of not really at a crossroads. Like there's like 8 doors here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 doors here. So it's not even a crossroads, it's that there's so many choices you have before you. Ones that you haven't even really considered, maybe ones that are more obvious, and ones that are connected to various other ideas, and you're just not sure which way is the right way to go. So you have been thinking about this a lot. The Thinking Man card is a person, could be male or female, doesn't have to be male, but the Thinking Man is definitely more masculine energy instead of feminine energy. And so this is a person that is really contemplating a situation, like trying to figure out, you see, he's looking at this crystal, trying to figure out exactly what is the best course of action because he wants to take the best course. And then the World card. So if you're watching this, and especially if you identify as Otherkin, because this is an Otherkin reading, what I'm getting is that from your guys is that you feel like you have a really big purpose in this world, and that's why you're trying to focus on, which path is best, because you have a really big purpose. You're here for a reason. You're not really sure what the purpose is. You're kind of looking at the entire planet and trying to figure out, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Okay, so we're going to divide these up into 3 decks. And I know it's like really dark because of that bright ray of sunshine, which is so beautiful. But then it creates a little bit of that darkness too. But hopefully it's still good for you guys when I just pull the cards up to the camera itself, so you can see more clearly. All right. So we have our 3 decks, and I know you can't see them quite clearly, but just follow the sound of my voice. So we have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. So pick whichever deck you feel drawn to, and I will put the timestamps in the comment section below, and if I forget, please do it for me. Thanks. Okay, so if you've picked your deck, we'll get started with deck number 1. And you can definitely pick more than one deck or even watch the entire reading if you feel drawn to. That is all perfectly okay. Just trust your guidance. All right, so these are your energy oracle cards. And your stone circle oracle cards, what are they telling me? They want to see just the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, for you guys to pick deck number 1, we have the strategy card. Kind of goes back to what we were just saying about choosing your best path. The appreciation card. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. And at the bottom of the Stone Circle Oracle cards, we have Hades and Persephone. Okay. Where do they want me to start? I guess we'll just start here. They're giving me a lot of different messages for this card, this Hades and Persephone card. Hades and Persephone are a god and goddess. Persephone was a goddess of spring. Hades is the god of the underworld. Persephone ate some pomegranate seeds while she was in the underworld for like a god's party or something that all the gods were having. But eating those seeds while she was there caused her to be trapped there for 6 months out of the year. So in the mythology of this region, that's why, you know, we don't have spring all year or summer all years, because spring goes away for 6 months, and so that's why we get fall and winter in their mythology. The messages I'm getting for you guys, I have a couple of messages for you. The first message I'm getting is that you how do I put this? Because I'm a clear cognizant, and so I get messages, but I don't always like hear them directly. Like, so I don't really always get like the English right away. I just get the message. So I'm kind of translating it from what I got. Okay. So for some of you guys, this is really saying really strongly. I'm getting a little bit of resistance, so you might actually also have some magical beings around you that don't want you to hear this. You might need to kind of pause the video for a second and just say a little prayer that you really want to get messages for your highest good, because I feel a lot of resistance around you. That's just some negative beings that don't want you to prosper and don't want you to proceed on your magical path. Okay, perfect. So some of you did pause the video, and thank you for doing that. So the message I'm getting for some of you guys is that you are being asked to go on kind of a magical spiritual quest. You're asked to travel somewhere. You might have been getting the urge to travel to another city near you or another country, maybe even to a natural place near your house. But there's some need for like a change of scenery. Like Persephone got this change of scenery when she went into the underworld, right? And she got something completely different from the above world. You're being asked to go into just a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, but specifically to change your environment to make that happen. For others of you, and there's a lot less resistance around this message, for others of you, you are having trouble facing your shadow side. Okay, so you might see yourself as someone who's very light, or you might see yourself as someone who's very of the shadows, and you're having trouble seeing your opposite side. You know, so you might see yourself as more of the shadows, you might see yourself as more of the light, but the opposite side from how you see yourself, you're having trouble just identifying. And you're really both. You're one whole being. You're not purely light, you're not purely shadow. So that's the challenge that's in front of some of you guys right now. Archangel Chamuel, the third chakra, is the solar plexus chakra. That's personal power, willpower. And this angel is really saying that you are empowered to put your will forward into the world. 37, 3 plus 7 is 10. That's a message for some of you guys that pay attention to numerology. You're empowered to bring your services, bring your willpower, bring your ideas into the world, and just to know that the things that you think and the ideas that you have are valid and are needed. and that when you bring them forward, that you are going to get a lot of appreciation for how you think and what you want to do, and that people really actually need this from you very fully. And so you're being called to by your guides, and we even have the 7-pointed star in the middle. That's kind of like an Otherkin symbol in a lot of the community, right? You're being called to create a strategy so that you can bring your powers, bring your abilities, bring your will, your viewpoint into the world, and kind of influence the world from your specific point of view. Okay, and last of all, we have 2 more cards for you guys. Okay, anxiety and the temple path. So yeah, this is just doubling down on that they want you to go on like this kind of special quest for some of you guys, or to face your shadows. They want you to do introspective work, or to actually go ahead and travel somewhere to get a change of scenery. And that you are going to cleanse a lot of anxiety out of yourself. And so when you make these changes, you might actually feel very bad at first, but that's actually just anxiety being cleansed from you. Hopefully that helps you guys. If you need more guidance, go ahead and look in my description box, and I hope I can help you out more. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Okay, if you picked deck number 2, this is what I have for you. And if the reading cuts out early, I will post a part 2 for you guys. Okay, I'm hearing they want me to flip this over, bottom of the deck. We have Phoenix Emergent. Cool, awesome. And Yin Yang, number 22, Journey, number 2, and Healer of the Ages, number 51. Beautiful. It's kind of like a Jesus card, right? Okay, so this is actually a similar message to the first people too, because we have Journey here. And okay, before I go further, let me just clear my energy. I always do this. Okay, just wanted to clear my energy so I tap more fully like into your guys' energy. And I always use my breath for that. I'm really air oriented. Okay. So we're going to come back to this. Now that I actually cleared my energy and like reset my energy, we're going to start here, the Phoenix Emergent card. Sorry about that. Try to remember to do that more often in the future. So the Phoenix Emergent card, really beautiful card here. We have this beautiful phoenix, and some of you might identify as a phoenix, and so this is like a special meaning for you, a special message for you, or you might have phoenix energy around you, or a phoenix guide, spirit guide that has come to you, and this is all saying, yeah, that's totally valid, and you are on the right path. The phoenix is the bird that arises from the ashes, recreates itself in flame, so is reborn, dies and is reborn over and over and over. And in this card, we have this rainbow in the middle that kind of seems to be coming from the phoenix's fiery tail, has descended into this rainbow, which is really beautiful. Also sort of a vortex. And then all this kind of like sunshine, light that's coming. So for you guys to pick deck number 2, you have been reborn from the ashes of your old self. Your guides are congratulating you on your progress. They're saying this is amazing that you've reformed yourself, you've been reborn, and you've been through a very difficult path. See, in the middle is like all darkness down there. You've been on a very difficult path, but blazing flames, you've come out from the ashes, you've remade yourself, you're becoming a more beautiful being, and they're so proud of you for doing that. You are coming into full balance. Number 22 is a number of balance. Yin and yang, this is a symbol of balance. The yin, the yang, balance each other out. Masculine and feminine, you can't have one without the other. You've balanced yourself out very successfully, my friend. You've done all the spirit work, you've done all the physical work, and you've done all of the emotional core work that was preventing you from moving forward. So again, they're just really celebrating you and saying like how wonderful that you are really clear about your purpose, really clear about yourself. And in those beginning cards, we did have that adjacent possibilities card that was saying, you know, you feel like there's all these options in front of you, and you might feel like you have many options in front of you, but if you re-tap into your core, you do know the path forward. And the path forward is this really beautiful journey ahead of you. You are on the right path. Your path is illuminated correctly. What you're seeing in front of you, and they're kind of pointing to this really bright center door here. It's like the obvious choice, right? There's kind of an obvious choice for you to go. There's all these side doors where it's like, oh, maybe I should go this way, but there, you actually know the most obvious choice is right in front of you. You have a very obvious choice in front of you. You have a path that's being illuminated to you. And you've actually been working on this yourself for quite some time. See, she's holding the lantern up herself. So the path that you're supposed to be on is a path that you have been working on. It is a path that you might feel isolated or like lonely, like there's no one else doing it. But you've prepared very strongly for this. She has all her bags. She's like dressed in her finery. And she knew the right place to go on her journey. So even if you feel alone, you've actually quite prepared. You've created this path for yourself, and you know the right direction to go. Healer of the Ages is 51, adds up to 6, and so you might have some fear, some trepidation, and you might think, I'm not going in the right direction. But the Healer of the Ages is assuring you, you are on a blessed path, my friend. You're doing the right thing. You're channeling your abilities correctly. You're letting your heart shine in the right way. You're hearing your divine guidance. The same guides I'm channeling for you right now are speaking to you all of the time. And so even when you feel alone, you're not alone. They're speaking to you just as are speaking to me right now, and you're opening the right doorways that you are supposed to go through. The last card they want me to pull for you. Beautiful. We have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. And Archangel Ariel, the second chakra, is about pleasure. It's about, feeling beautiful, feeling loss of pleasure, feeling like kind of hedonistic pleasure, sex and lust, but also nice things that have nothing to do with sex necessarily, like food or going on vacations, just enjoying life. The second chakra comes after the root chakra, right? The root chakra is like, I am. The second chakra is like, okay, here's why I am. Here is my desire. Here is my wants for this world. So this path you're going on, this journey, is something that you really deeply want, and you might feel a little bit guilty about this. Guilt gets stored in the second chakra, but they're saying there's no need to feel guilty. You're ashamed. You're moving forward in the right way, and it should feel pleasurable because it is your path. All right, I hope that helps you guys out a lot. If you need more direct attention, go ahead and look at my description box, and I hope that helps you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. All right. For you guys to pick to deck number 3, just clearing my energy really quick. Give me just a moment. All right, perfect. Thanks for your patience. Ooh, nice. Okay. And then we have a wise woman. So, and if the reading cuts out, I will just start it in a part 2 for you guys, so watch out for that. And the link will be in the description box for the part 2 as soon as it's finished uploading. So we have happy family, we have man holding a heart, and we have deceit. Ooh, okay. And then for your Stone Circle Oracle card, we have wise woman. Okay. So, for you guys that picked deck number 3, you're very concerned right now with happy family, creating a beautiful happy family life, maybe providing for your family more, maybe just ensuring that the family you have just continues to move towards joy and bliss and wholeness. And your guides are saying, yes, absolutely. That's absolutely what's happening. We have this rainbow here for stability. This beautiful rainbow is saying you are moving, the clouds are parting. If there was any turmoil, any sadness, some people are receiving healing. We see this kind of orange auras around these children especially. the parents are able to guide their kids successfully. So if you're a parent watching this, you have been doing really great work. You have been doing a really great job just guiding your family, bringing them towards happiness, and creating new paths. You might even be going on a vacation soon. That might be something that you guys kind of need, is just to relax and get away from everything. And we have this 45 man holding a heart. And this is a guy who's very sultry, very loving. And so for you guys, I'm hearing that you have like a really stable situation in general. And I was drawn to these cards earlier for you that picked number 3. And so this is kind of saying, you've had some uncertainty, about whether you're going in the right direction. You've been hoping that you're picking the right things, and you've been hoping to really find your path in the world. And this is just reassuring you that yes, you are. There's a lot of stability for you guys, or there should be. If you feel that there isn't, that's kind of where this deceit card is coming in. So for some of you guys, 2 plus 5 equals 7, so that might be significant for some of you as well. For some of you guys, you've been talking to the wrong people that don't have stability in their lives, people that don't really like your family situation, and people that want to tell you or like try to create imbalance or try to say like, oh, you should do this, do that. And you do know the right path for you. These same people might be trying, if you're wondering about your mate and he's male, they might be trying to sow deceit about your mate, trying to tell you don't trust him, or he's going behind your back doing this, and your gut instincts are correct. Those people are, in fact, lying to you. And if you're male watching this and this is about you,